Yes. Whiteboard. Let me start whiteboard.
सर
हाँ
सर वो दो जो आपने क्वेश्चन दिए थे उसके आंसर भी बता दिएगा बाद में।
हाँ ठीक है बिल्कुल।
ठीक है सर।
Okay. So where is whiteboard? Screen 1, assignment, teams. My God. No. I don't know why whiteboard is not coming. Because the inbuilt whiteboard is not of any use. Okay. So उसका कोई मतलब नहीं है and it is not shown in your okay. So it is not showing. So let me start by using PowerPoint. No, PowerPoint. The main whiteboard we can use. So whiteboard is available to you now. Yes. Okay.
हाँ सर।
So let us start. This whiteboard is available now. Suppose you want to write a program for addition of two number. Okay. Addition of two number. So how do you write the program? You what are the requisite things for addition of two number? First step is it may be different for different person. Let us describe the type of number. Okay, whether it is integer number or float number or any other number. Fine. Then input the number, input these numbers. Third step is now this whiteboard is available, algorithm 802 AD. This is shown to you. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let us discuss algorithm first. Okay. So what is the algorithm? Actually, algorithm, it is a word. It is a word. Coined in year 1825. Okay. In 1825, Abu Zafar Muhammad ibn Musa al-Khwazmi. Okay. This is the name of person. क्या नाम है? Yes. So this word is coined in 1825. After that, okay, and the name of person, he is Persian mathematician Abu Zafar Muhammad ibn Musa al Khwarizmi. Fine. So जब आप इसको बहुत तेजी से पढ़ोगे तो its sound is like algorithm. Fine. So what is an algorithm? Algorithm is a set of program or set of technique or set of method. It is not like that. So this word is derived from that fellow, and the algorithm has come to refer to method that can use by a computer for the solution of a program. And this makes the algorithm different from words such as process, techniques, and method. Fine. So let us define the algorithm. What is algorithm? Why I am going to discuss all these things? Because you have already talked about these the problems, how to write a program. So you must have idea about how to write a program. Before writing any program, you must have idea about the process. Okay, suppose you want to watch a movie, then what will be the process? Initially, suppose corona period is over and now everything is normal. So initially you are in home and you want to go to watch movie. Okay, so what is the process? Initially you start from home, or if online booking is available, so online booking of ticket for the movie. Okay, and show, and at given time instance or stance, you start to the cinema hall. Okay, then go to cinema hall and go to cinema hall, show the ticket, enter into hall, find the seat, sit in the seat, and watch the movie, enjoy the movie. And come back to home. So start point is this and end point is this. Any doubt related with this? I had written the steps and each line shows one step. Okay. So are you agree with all these steps, whatever I had written?
Yes, sir.
ऐसा तो नहीं होगा कि initially you start watching movie, then find the ticket, then find the seat number, and finally you create a plan to watch the movie, then go to cinema hall and you enjoy the movie, then sit in the seat dedicated, find the seat. These are the steps, whatever steps I had told you. So hodgepodge step is possible?
No, sir.
Not possible. Not possible. So from this analogy of watching movie, you can say that the algorithm is well-defined finite set of computational instruction that accomplishes a particular task. Okay, and it may take or not take input. Like, what is your input? Ticket is your input and produces some value. So what is the value which is produced by this? So seat number is one value, watching a movie is a value, enjoying a movie is a value. So these are the outputs of purchasing ticket and going to the movie cinema hall. So there are, in addition to all these things, algorithm must have 5 different things. Okay, so क्या क्या 5 चीजें हैं? Let us discuss one by one. So a algorithm, any algorithm must have at least 0 input, 0 or more than 0 input. Okay, at least one quantity is produced and that is known as output. यहाँ पर आप देखिए इस point पे at least one quantity is produced and this is known as output. Each instruction is clear and unambiguous. इसका मतलब ये है कि आपको ये सारे इंस्ट्रक्शन जो दिए हैं वो 1 by 1 चल रहे हैं. एक भी इंस्ट्रक्शन आपने इधर से उधर किया या कुछ किया है ना, find the seat, sit in the seat, so all the instructions must be clear and unambiguous. So this is known as definiteness or definiteness. Fine. And fourth step is the algorithm terminates after a finite number of steps. Okay, so after watching movie, it is not like that you are sitting there and constantly watching movie until you are means your age is over. Okay, you will be terminated from this world to some other world. Till now, till that time you are watching movie, not like that. So at least finite number of steps must be there. So this is finiteness. And finally, for every input instance, it halts with a correct output, and this is known as correctness. So these are the 5 different criteria. You can write it. So these are the, it is well-defined finite set of computational instructions that accomplish a particular task. Okay. So if you want to write, you can write, and any algorithm must have these and at least these two. Okay. Without output, there is no meaning of algorithm, and at least 0 or more than 0 inputs must be there. So is this clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let me explain 2-number program or control A, clear screen. So let us clear this now. So addition of 2 number. Okay. You need to write algorithm for this. So initially we start name of algorithm, algo 1, addition of 2 numbers. Okay. Input, or you need, don't write algorithm like this. Start with start. Algorithm is going to start now. This is first step. Then second step is input 2 numbers. Third step is if 2 numbers are taken by the, now third step is sum equals to A plus B. Input 2 numbers A and B. Okay. Then fourth step is print or output sum. So this algorithm, anyone, and the final step is stop. Anyone is having any doubt related with this algorithm?
No, sir.
I think no doubt is there. Similarly, flow chart is there. Okay, flow chart also. Some persons are very much interested in figures. Okay, they are always observing things by visualizing figures or visualizing the things. So pictorial memory is required, sometimes textual memory is required. So for them, those who are very much interested in pictorial representation, for that fellow, we need to draw a flow chart. Flow chart will give you clear picture. Now, whenever input is there, okay, input is written in rhombus box. Okay, so what is input? Input 2 numbers A and B. Fine. Then any process, whatever process you want to write is shown in rectangle. This is rhombus box, and one more box is there. This is not rhombus, this is diamond box. Okay, diamond box is for decision making, so I'm not going to discuss this time. I'm only showing this. Okay, then sum equals to A plus B, and it will give you result, and finally this result will be printed. Output. Okay, output is also written like this. So here print sum, and finally your program halts. Stop. Any doubt? Is it very simple?
No, sir.
Yes.
Yes,
No?
sir.
Okay.
The flow
Now-
chart है ना sir ये?
This is flowchart and there is algorithm. There are algorithms. Flowchart. This flowchart is corresponding to this algorithm. Okay. So now your task is to write an algorithm and draw a flowchart for finding interest. Okay. So your task is to find interest. Interest. What is the spelling? Interest is right. Okay. Interest equals to principal into
Rate is
okay. So this is your problem,
yes, sir.
and you need to draw one flowchart and write an algorithm for this. Okay, your time start now, and you have only 3 minutes to do this.
Okay.
हो गया सर.
हो गया?
हाँ, sir.
Yes, sir.
1 second. So how do you able to show me this? Yes, tell me.
तो पहले स्टार्ट लिखेंगे, फिर इनपुट PRT,
Okay.
तो फिर इंटरेस्ट फाइंड करके प्रिंट इंटरेस्ट, फिर स्टॉप.
Okay. So it is easy or tough?
इजी है सर.
Easy है. बाकी लोगों से बन गया?
हाँ सर, बन गया.
सर
Yes, sir.
PRT 100 भी तो होगा. अच्छा हाँ, इंटरेस्ट.
100/100.
सर इनपुट के बाद क्या करना है?
देखिए, आपने ये जो प्रोग्राम बनाया हुआ है ना, इसी प्रोग्राम में यदि हम मॉडिफिकेशन करेंगे ना, तो ये इस तरह से होगा. देखो, बता रहा हूं मैं. Very simple. Okay. Input, what you need to take input? Input, principal, rate and time. Fine. Then what is your process? SI equals to P into R into T divided by 100. Okay. Then print SI. SI is your simple interest. Fine. And then it will stop. Similarly, input, here you need to change Okay, and here also, yes. Now what are the steps you required? So first step is input P, R and T. Then processes SI equals to P into R into T divided by 100. And now you will print the SI. So is it tough or easier?
Sir, yes, understood.
Okay. So up to this, there is no problem, I think. So let us now write one program for this. So may I write program for this program is okay, or addition of two number is okay?
So both
Sir,
are
this is okay.
This is okay. Addition of two number, you will do this. Okay. I am writing, I need to write calculation of simple interest because this algorithm is different. Okay. So you must write a dedicated name for algorithm. So algorithm one, this algorithm one is calculation of SI. Fine. So let us now write. Is this visible? This screen is clearly visible to you?
Yes, sir. सर बड़ा ब्राइट है.
This screen,
yes sir.
or we need to.
Yes, sir.
बहुत छोटा छोटा दिख रहा है सर.
हाँ, तो आपने तो लिख लिया ना, समझ में आ रहा ना क्या है?
Yes sir.
Yes, sir. समझ में
Sir,
आ
we
रहा है.
can zoom in. Sir, we can zoom in if we find it small.
So is this zooming facilities available from your end also?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yes,
We
sir.
can zoom in. Yes, sir.
Okay. Why I am not zooming? Why I am using this? Because I want to show you a step by step C program. Okay. So C program, whenever you are writing a C program, it will start with preprocessor directive. Okay. What is preprocessor directive? Whatever written is here include stdio.h. This statement is not compiled by the program. Actually, this statement is read by the compiler and it will automatically include this whole file. This file size is around 714 lines. Okay. I had any idea this time, but before 7-8 years before, it was 714 line code. Okay, so this you need to include, and this is pre-compiled preprocessor directive. Clear? So this is known as preprocessor.
Yes sir.
Now, any doubt?
No sir.
Okay.
Sir, can you repeat it again?
Yes. Whatever program I am going to write, okay, this is written in preprocessor directive. Okay, that entire definition is there in preprocessor directive. So we need to include preprocessor directive first for writing C program. Okay, clear or not?
Okay, sir.
Like
Yes,
whatever, suppose you want to calculate simple interest, so you must have formula of simple interest in your brain. Agree or not?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes sir.
Yes, sir.
So it is already there. So this is included. I am not going to include any square formula or some other kind of formula. Only this particular formula has been included by me. So this complete inclusion of program is there. And actually stdio.h नाम की एक फाइल होती है सिस्टम में, वो ऑटोमेटिकली ऐड हो जाती है with this preprocessor directive. So this is preprocessor directive. This is actually this is preprocessor directive. Preprocessor directive. एंड कौन कौन से सिंटेक्सेस हम यूज करने वाले हैं, जैसे printf, for printf, scanf, etc. These are coming under standard input and output. Okay, so this is processor directive. You need to include, you if you don't have any idea, then also you need to include, and if you have idea, so it is much better. Now let me write start integer main is your main program, that is start statement. Okay, this is your start statement. Now this program will end somewhere here, so this is your end statement. Fine. After that, because this is algorithm, so no need to struggle with integer and float, etc. But C compiler must know what kind of space you have required. So I am writing that integer, this your principal is also integer, rate is also integer, and time is also integer. Fine. So PRT. Then because this formula follows divide by 100, it means it is float kind of thing. Okay, the result may be a floating point number. So float SI. Fine. So what is float exactly? Float is any number which consists of decimal point like 329.682. So this is example of floating point number. Fine. So this float is taken here. Now input P, R and T. Up to this point no input is there, only we have tell the compiler that P, R, T and SI kind of variable are there. Now we write print statement, print, and this is only for display purpose, /n, enter P, R and T. Okay, and then full stop. After that scanf is written. Scan means scanning is there, scanning from output is there. So %d, whenever you are writing %d, system is scanning for input from user. Okay, so it is required, this program is required 3 number of input, so 3 number of %d is there. Okay, then full double quote is completed. Here need not to write new line because it is not printing, it is accepting. That's why /n, whatever, everything, nothing will be given, only %d will be given. Now come to what are the variable name. So variable name is P, R and T, but it will not accept the input. Okay, it will accept the input, but it is not able to go there. So you need to tell compiler that address of P. Okay, then this must be stored at address of P, address of R and address of T. Okay, so this ampersand is nothing but address. It says that whatever you are putting there, it will automatically go to that address. After scanf, now this input portion is completed. Okay, now come to SI. Now process will be executed. SI equals to P into R into T divided by 100 semicolon. Now this process is also done. Next step is printf. Okay, printf /n, the interest is equals to %f. अब इस जगह पे जो भी वैल्यू हम बाहर लिखेंगे डबल कोट के, इट विल कम. सो %f SI. ओके, %f and then SI. Only to store something it requires address of P, but for fetching anything it does not require any address operator. Okay, after that, because I had written integer, So to show my success, I need to write return 0. Okay, so this will return 0 to this. So this is the program and this is the stop statement. So any doubt related with this program?
Sir, why you wrote return 0?
Because this function is of integer type. So to make my success, to clear the memory, I am returning 0. Okay. So this 0 will be returned to main function. Yes.
तो स्कॉप से क्या होगा? स्कैन करेगा?
किससे स्कैन करेगा?
स्कैनर.
अच्छा, वही स्कैम बोला तो मैं तो घबरा ही गया कि क्या बोला आपने. Scanf will scan for input. Scanf will fetch for monitor to enter the input from user. Okay, तो जब तक आप input देते रहेंगे तब तक वो लेते रहेगा. तो कब तक लेगा ये? 3 times only, because 3% is given. And what kind of input it will be taking? It will take integer kind of value because %d is given. Okay.
Yes sir.
Any other question?
सर फ्लोट से क्या होगा?
फ्लोट इज फ्लोटिंग पॉइंट नंबर. ये मैंने बताया ना आपको, ऐसा नंबर होता है. यदि आप कोई नंबर लिख रहे हो 5/7, सो व्हाट इज द आंसर? इट इज 0. यस और नो? 5/7 is 0. 5/7 is 0 or not?
नो सर.
No, na. Let me show you 5/7 is 0. Okay, let us do one programming, one coding here.
इंटीजर उसमें 0 होगा सर. फ्लोट पे करेंगे तो डेसिमल में जाएंगे.
Okay, let me show one program for you. Plus initially we start with include stdio.h, stdio.h. So this screen is not visible, so let me show you the screen. Where is Microsoft Teams? So this screen is okay. You have captured the screenshot of this screen? Yes or no?
Yes sir.
यस सर.
Okay, so because this screen will be hidden by my program now, so let me show you Ubuntu. Now this is also visible to you. Okay,
यस
so
सर.
the name of program is a by b dot c. Why I had written? Because I need to show you the answer. Fine. So yes, a by b, and this is your include. Second thing is integer main, and then and finally next line is integer a, b, and result. Okay, and printf enter a and b. Okay, scanf two numbers are there, %d followed by address of a comma address of b. Then process is a result equals to a by b. Okay, and then printf result is equals to %d followed by and then and also I need to write return 0. Okay, let us not write return 0 or integer main. Okay, start with main, control S. This is our program, and the program name is, now let us compile this program. So what we need to write, cc followed by a by b dot c, okay, and output क्या चाहिए मुझे, a by b, okay. So ये प्रोग्राम कंपाइल हुआ, तो इसने बोला कि मेन में कुछ ना कुछ रिटर्न होना चाहिए, यू मस्ट रिटर्न टाइप डिफॉल्ट टू इंटीजर, फाइन. सेकेंड वार्निंग इज result is integer, fine. So result is integer because we have written integer. So let me start writing integer here, and then last line will be return 0. Then what will be the output? Return 0. Control S, and let us compile this program once again. Now only one warning is there. It is saying that in function main a by b warning format %d expects a matching integer argument. Okay, so what is the problem? I had given %d here, but let us execute this program also. What is the answer? Fine, the answer will not come. Dot slash is for execution a by b. So 6 and 7, result is 0. Result is 0. How it is come? Let me write once again. Again result is coming 0. Let me do once again 2 and 2. Now result is 0. So 2 divided by 2 is not 0 initially, because due to this main program I had written 0. So return will return to integer main, and whenever I am doing new programming, it will automatically return 0 to this place also. So you must show that what you want to show. So you want to show the result. Okay, that's why you need to write R. R will be substituted over this %d. Fine. Now it is correct. 5 by 5 is 1. Oh my god. Oh, it is not compiled now. 5 by 5 is 1. Now answer is correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So let us now 5 by 7. What will be the answer? And let me write /n here, because it is directly coming with this output as well as command is coming simultaneously. So let me write /n. So this will give you
Sir.
command. Yes.
तो वो पहले क्यों नहीं कंपाइल हो रहा था, क्या एरर था?
पहले एरर ये था कि मैंने यहाँ R नहीं दिया था, इस जगह पे कुछ चाहिए ना, मैंने %d लिखा है, तो इसको कहाँ से पता लगेगा क्या चाहिए? तो वो R है, ठीक है. Control S. Let us now compile once again this program. So this program is compiled, and now write this program. So 4 and 4 will give you 1. Okay, and now it is coming from new line due to this /n. Okay, if I am writing 2 times /n, then 2 lines, 1 line gap will be coming. Okay, let us compile this program once again. This is compiled. Whenever you are modifying your program, you need to compile once again. Now 1 line gap is there. Okay, so up to this point everything is fine. Now my question is, the same program is given. My question is, what is 5 divided by 10? Is it 0 or 1 divided by 2 or 0.5?
So point
0 आएगा सर.
सर
नहीं,
0
जीरो तो
होगा.
वो तो जीरो आपने
इंटीजर है ना.
यस, वो तो जिनको
Integer
पता है
भी
कि
है,
इंटीजर
zero
लिया
भी
इस वजह से 0 आ रहा है, तो दैट इज वन थिंग, बट 0 नहीं आना चाहिए, 0.5 आना चाहिए, है ना. तो ये 0.5 क्या होता है? एक फ्लोटिंग पॉइंट नंबर होता है. ओके, सो टू use this floating point number, we need to write float, because answer is coming in floating point number. Now it is okay, everything is okay. Instead of writing this %d, we write %f. %f is specifier for floating point number. Okay, but still the answer will be 0. Okay, answer will come as 0. Why? Let us. No. I think answer is correct. Not an issue. But let us see. I'm not sure. 5 divided by 10 will be yes. So what is the problem?
We have not compiled.
No, we have compiled. That's why this is 0.00. If it was not compiled, then the answer will be 0. Okay, but it has already compiled, so answer is 0.000. Any other problem? Okay, so let us see one more example. Instead of writing B, just I am giving, I am omitting B. Okay, I am not writing. Let us suppose this formula will be A into B divided by 10. Okay, so let us see if the answer is correct or not. We have modified this formula to A into B divided by 10. So first we need to compile, and then A is suppose 5, B is suppose 2, not 2, it is suppose 5. Okay, 5 into 5, 25, 5 into 6, 30, 30 divided by 10 is 3. So 3 is correct answer. Some other answer. Okay, let 3.0 is the answer. This is not correct. Okay, again the answer is correct, so correctness is guaranteed. Let me write 10 divided by A multiplied by B. Now it is working finely. Okay, you will be able to understand what is the error which is coming here. So let me compile first and then write the value of A is 45, B is 56, then answer is 0.00. Is this answer correct? 10 divided by 45 multiplied by 56 is this? Nobody
No,
is
sir.
agree. Nobody is agree with this answer. So let me write 10.0. Okay, let me write 10.0 and then let us see. The program is correct, but due to compilation, okay, compiler only understands something. Same, I am writing 45 and 56. Now answer is 12.4445. This is also wrong, na? Yes or no?
सर वो 10 को पहले 45 से डिवाइड कर रहा है, बाद में मल्टीप्लाई कर रहा है,
ओके,
होल में नहीं कर रहा।
चलो तो भी सही है, पर प्रीवियस में क्या प्रॉब्लम थी? प्रीवियस में तो आना चाहिए ना 10 डिवाइडेड बाय A इंटू B में।
सर ब्रैकेट में डाल दो सर A बाई B को, A इंटू B को।
क्यों डालेगा
सर? नहीं तो वो सिर्फ 10 डिवाइड बाई A करके फिर इंटू मल्टीप्लाई बाई B कर रहा होगा।
चलो मैं ऐसा ही कर लेता हूँ ना, ये भी कर लेता हूँ। चलो हम क्लैरिटी के लिए इसको भी कर लेते हैं। ओके, अब तो सब सही है। प्रोग्राम इज करेक्ट। प्रोग्राम इज करेक्ट और नॉट? दिस प्रोग्राम इज फॉर 10 डिवाइडेड बाय A इंटू B। फाइन, B बाहर है, ऊपर है।
यस सर।
B न्यूमरेटर में है, या यू कैन से दिस प्रोग्राम इज 10 इंटू B डिवाइडेड बाय A। फाइन, एनी डाउट?
नो सर।
So this program is compiled. Now 10 into B divided by A. So suppose I am writing 85 divided by 10. So answer will be 8.5. Okay. Let me write some comment. The value of B is 17. No, 17 multiplied by 10 is not 85, na? So what? 85 is not correct. Again, there is problem. Let us now write 17. 17 multiplied by 5 is 85, okay, and divided by b is 10. Our answer will be r will be 8.5. Is this correct? Whatever I have written, if the value of b is 5 and a is 10, if the value of b is 5 and a is 10, then r will be 8.5. How many of you are agree?
Yes, sir.
Agree? With this formula, okay, I'm writing in comment. So comment will be not read by. So if this is the value, then if b equals to 5 and a equals to 10, then r will be 8.5. But this answer is not coming here due to compilation problem. Let us see. Okay, a is 10, b is 5, and the answer is 5.0. Is this correct answer? Nobody is agree with me.
No, sir.
Now, if you want to write correct answer, just do one thing, 17.0. Instead of writing 17, just write 17.0. Okay. Now let us see the what it is going to perform. Again, the same number. A is, what is the value of A? A is 10 and B is 5. Now the, oh my God.
सर आपने कमेंट में लिखा है 17.0 ऊपर लिखना है.
ओहो, कमेंट में 17.0 लिखा है. Yes, here. Now 17.0. Thank you. Yes. A is 10, B is 5. Now answer is 8.5. क्या किया मैंने बस 0.0 पर लगाया, only added 0.0 and it will give you correct answer. So the reason is that whenever you are seeking for answer in floating point number, then this formula must be written in float. If you simply write float, okay, if you simply write float, then answer will be coming correctly. Okay, this will give you correct answer. Although it is written as 17 divided by a multiplied by b. Now let us see whether this program works correctly or not. So it is not working correctly because it must be a floating type and it is also floating type. Okay, क्योंकि हमने यहाँ बता दिया कि float type का A है, float type का B है. Okay, now yes, and then run this program. So again 10 and 5 will be given and now answer is correct. But now 17 is complete 17, A is complete A, B is complete B. No point will be entered, but automatically it will give answer in floating point. That's why we need to choose float or integer carefully. Okay, if the same thing is written in integer, then answer is 5. Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
sir.
So your task is to write algorithm as well as program for calculation of Celsius to all the three formula you need to calculate. Okay, interconversion between Celsius, Fahrenheit and Kelvin. So are you able to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, it would be very difficult.
It would be very difficult, I know, because I have not shown you any program of 3 statement. So let us write one statement program. F Fahrenheit to Celsius, Celsius to Fahrenheit conversion. The formula is a bit
Okay,
complicated, na? It means numerator and denominator formula is there, na? C minus 32 divided by 5.
270.
Something like that formula is given, na? I don't know. So you need to find the formula, and your question is Celsius to Fahrenheit calculation. Fine. C to F calculation. Okay.
सर 273 में प्लस करना होता है सर।
नहीं, वो आप कैलकुलेट कर लेना। आपको सेल्सियस में वैल्यू दी है, आपको इसका इक्विवेलेंट फ़ारेनहीट निकालना है बस।
यस सर।
फाइन। एनी डाउट?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
So for today it is sufficient, and sorry, I'm because one urgent call was there, so I had to attend that call. Let me stop recording of this, and this recording will be available at YouTube. Okay. Now everything is available at YouTube. So I'm just going to stop this.